What's good, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok about the video, and we're just gonna hop right into it. So today we will be talking about Teddy Bridgewater. Now, this nigga Teddy Bridgewater, dead ass, got in trouble for being a good person. And as crazy as hell as that sounds, it's the truth. So Teddy Bridgewater has got suspended from coaching his alma mater, Miami Northwestern. If you didn't see last year, well, if you don't know who Teddy Bridgewater is a former NFL quarterback, went to college at Louisville, played in Minnesota. Well, that's when he was with his best before he fucked his leg up. Teddy Bridgewater might have been that nigga for real, but played with the Saints, Minnesota. He spent some time as a Panther. He didn't spend time in a lot of places, but Teddy Bridgewater has always been a decent quarterback. So, in his, after NFL time, he decided to coach his high school team. Last year, he was able to coach his high school team in his first year to a state championship. Now he has been suspended. So, what they are suspending him for is providing impermissible benefits to his players. Now, you might be like, what the fuck is an impermissible benefit? Basically, what they have said, and he has came out and confirmed some of this and gave us some more details on why they suspended him, is that he covered all of the expenses for the team, from daily Uber rides, meals, and recovery supplies for the young student athletes. He revealed it cost him $14,000 to host a 4-night camp with 3 hot meals a day from locally black-owned restaurants and a snack on some other days. It costed him $300 a week to keep the field painted, $1,300 a week for recovery trucks, $2,200 a week for pregame meals, and $700 in Ubers a week. So, first I will say, Teddy Bridgewater came out and responded on Facebook, giving some details. I just say, you can tell he's not discouraged from this. I'm glad to see that, because honestly, I feel like most people would be discouraged by a situation like this. You tried to coach your high school team. You were a good Samaritan, and that you tried to help these boys who from Miami at that. So some of these boys might not have the greatest financial situations. Now, this is a Florida team that won a state championship, so obviously it's certain athletes on these teams that are good enough to go D1 and get NIL deals next year. But what about the kids who can't? You feel me? So you putting, him trying to do camps and, make sure that they're good and provide them benefits to, you know, improve the betterment of their lives, at least while he can, and like what he can do for them. But and you suspend him for this. Now I understand that maybe it's a couple reasons I can see, like, the school suspended him. Now I don't understand. Now the reason I feel like the school suspended him, in all honesty, is because I feel like they got pressure put on them. I think it's interesting that first year, an NFL player who has more money than most of these high school coaches, and he could throw around his money a little more and benefit his players, comes in first year and wins a state championship. I think they got pressure put on them from other schools, and probably, the whole, I guess, the city council. What am I looking for? Like, superintendent, I guess, is the word I'm looking for. Basic pressure put on from other schools, because they don't want other NFL players to come and do that. It's plenty. Look at how many NFL players are from Florida, especially from. Well, I don't know how many are specifically from Miami, but I know it's so many NFL players from Florida that is definitely some from Miami, and they don't want another NFL player coming in here and throwing around his money and beating their ass, and now they can't compete because they got the most money, and they just gonna keep running it up, and winning and shit. So I guess that's what I think is why they did that, but I still think it's a crock of bullshit, because this man came in here with great intentions, and literally everything they said is him providing for the kids. He's not benefited from none of this besides them winning games as a coach and him just loving football and helping kids. What does he benefit from? I don't know if this is a tax write-off, actually. It could be. I don't know how tax write-offs and shit work yet, but that's a possibility, but I doubt it. You feel me? I feel like Teddy Bridgewater was doing this out the kindness of his heart. He wanted to, better these kids' lives, and he got punished for it. So I hope that the shit works out and that Miami Northwestern decides to unsuspend him or have things work and let him coach for their future years. But it's sad to see, bro. It's sad to see. But that's all I got to say, though. Like, share, subscribe, comment. IG TikTok bottom VL, and we out.